Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. I want to give praises to our Heavenly Father, the Supreme Yahweh, in the name of His Son, Yahweh Shai, who received the preeminence, who we're going to be receiving salvation from, Adawan Ratazah. We are of the elect. I want to say peace and blessings to the elect out there, and double honors to our elders and apostles, the true men of the Lord, okay, in these times known as Great Millstone. All right, I'm not sure what I'm going to title this yet. However, we're living in the same time that Nehemiah was living in, all right? This part of history is repeating itself. You read Nehemiah, the 4th chapter. I'm going to go through some of this and get some of these prophecies because we're going to stay on these prophecies, man. We're going to stay on these prophecies and we're going to contend for this faith, okay? Because you got all these other nations and including our people who are doped up on Babylonian philosophies and Christianity, and they want to say, well, you're not the Jews, you're not the Israelites, and what you're teaching is wrong. But you don't prove any of it to be wrong. You don't bring out precepts, you don't go into prophecies, you don't go into the words, you don't go into the history or nothing. You just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. All right. Well, we're shutting it down through the spirit of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, it's the Most High, in the name of His Son. All right, so I'm going to get into this lesson. I pray to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, this is edifying unto the elect, and that you learn something, and that this is comforting. All right, Nehemiah 4 and 1. All right, it says, but it came to pass that when Sanballat heard that we builded the wall, he was wroth and took great indignation and mocked the Jews. So right now a wall is being built. Okay, a spiritual house is being built. All right, let me get that precept. It says, 1 Peter 2 and 5, ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood. Right, where did the priests dwell? They dwelt in the temple. Okay, so it says to offer up a spiritual sacrifices acceptable to the Most High by Yahweh Shai Mashiach. All right, it's basically saying acceptable to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so this Nehemiah, where it says they were building the wall, that's what we're doing in these times, all right? It says, he was wroth and took indignation and mocked the Jews, being Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, which is you Negroes, you West Indians, and you Haitians of today, according to the prophecies that our forefather Jacob told our forefathers, our prospective tribes, that he told Judah, that he told Benjamin, he told Levi. Okay, so right now we are in a period where they are mocking us. All right, it says, verse 2, and he spake before his brethren in the army of Samaria and said, what do these feeble Jews? What will they fortify themselves? Will they sacrifice? Remember, we're offering up spiritual sacrifices, okay? And they are calling us feeble Jews. They think that we're bums, those guys out on the corners, they're just spewing madness every single week. You're going to find out, man. You're going to find out what this building and this body is really all about, all right? Will they make an end in a day? Will they revive the stones out of the heaps of the rubbish which are burned? Right, you damn right we are, man. All right, you damn right we are, man. Just like back then, the Lord gave us liberty to build up our temple. Well, now we have the liberty from the Most High power to build up this temple again. We couldn't do this back in the 20s, in the 30s, back in the 1400s, the 1500s, the 1600s. All right, the Lord has allowed it in these times, man. All right, so now this building that Nehemiah was doing, which is going on now, is coming back in another form. So now check this out, verse 3. It says, now Tobiah the Ammonite was by him. And he said, even that which they build, if a fox go up, he shall even break down their stone wall. Right, so and that's what a lot of these people say, man, especially these Christians, man. They say, oh, this is easy to deal with, you know. It's easily, their doctrine is easily able to debunk. Where is it, man? Every time we bring out prophecies, you Christians, man, you don't answer the questions. You just talk and talk and talk. You don't get to the point, man. The scripture says, bring forth thy strong reasons. Debate thy cause with thy neighbor. All right, and you don't go into it. Verse 4, it says, "Hear, O our power." And that's, yeah, man. You guys, man. You claim that we're rapists, or you claim that we're pedophiles and stuff like that. Bring forth the causes, man. You can't just say things. All right, if this was court and you were just saying this, you had no proof. You're gonna walk free because you're bearing false witness. All right, you guys have a lot to pay for, man. When the Lord shows up, you're gonna have to prove everything that you're talking about, as we do. All right, hear, O our power, for we are despised, and turn their reproach upon their own head, and give them for a prey in the land of captivity, and cover not their iniquity, and let not their sin be blotted out before thee, for they have provoked thee to anger before the builders. And that's the point, man. We're building, all right, we're contending, and all these other people are provoking the Lord to anger. So it said that we are despised, all right. Now we're in the time of the gathering, man. This word is gathering our people, and it's according to prophecy. Zephaniah 2 and 1. This is part of the building process. These heathens, they just can't stand, man. That's why they don't want us to be Israelites. They don't want us to find out who we are. You know, this was a secret for ages. Now it's coming out, and they can't stand it, man, because we understand who we are. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. Don't nobody desire the Negroes, the Latinos, the Native Americans. Okay, when you go to their countries, they look down upon you. All right. Over here in America, all these other races, they're way above us on the totem pole, man. All right, they treat us like shit. All right, you don't see a Asian guy out there getting gunned down wearing a hoodie. You know, he doesn't have to worry about getting fired at the job first. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to worry about kissing a white man's ass to get up in society, man. All right, it's the Latinos, man. Look at the hell that the Northern Kingdoms get. So-called Mexicans, so-called Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, all right, Guatemala, Peruvians, all right, El Salvadorians, Panamanians. The trouble that they have in this place, man, in this country and around the world. Look how they're treated. All right, that's that nation that's not desired, that's being gathered. How are they being gathered? By the word. All right. Now this is more prophecy about. See, you got to prove this wrong. Prove. You got to. You Christians, you have to explain this stuff, man. You have to go into Hosea 1 and verses 6 through 11 and explain it. What is this talking about? What does this represent that Hosea that went through? All right, I'm gonna read this. It says Hosea 1 and 6, and she conceived again and bare a daughter, and the Most High said unto him, call her name Leruhamah, for I will no more have mercy upon the house of Israel, but I will utterly take them away. When did that happen to the so-called Jews in Israel? All right, when did that happen in history? It didn't. All right, first of all, where are the other tribes? All right, where are the other tribes? Where's Zebulon? Where's Gad? Where's Reuben? All right, because that's the whole house of Israel that got put away. All right, so you got to break those tribes down. It says, verse 7, but I will have mercy upon the house of Judah, the so-called Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians, and will save them by the Lord their power, and will not save them by bow, nor by sword, nor by battle, by horses, nor by horsemen. Right, because Yahweh Shah is going to be the one to show up to gather his lost sheep, like he said he would. Verse 8, now when she weaned Lo-ruhamah, she conceived and bare a son. Then said the Most High, call his name Lo-ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your power. So that Lo-ami, all right, Lo-I'm Yah. La-I'm Yah means not my people, all right? When you click on it, let's see what this says here. Yeah, La-I'm Yah, which means not my people. La not I'm people, Yah mine. Okay? So, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your power. So the Lord gave us up for adoption. He basically gave us away. He said, you're not, and now he's telling the Israelites, you're not my people. All right, and I will not be your power. Okay, those so-called Jews, they've always have claimed to be connected to the Most High. They've never fulfilled this prophecy. Why? Because they are not the real people, man. All right, that is not the nation that's not desired. They try to portray it with that whole anti-Semitism. All right, but they put that sentiment out there just for people will feel sorry for them. Well, that's what the devil does, man. He deceives. All right, those people in Israel today are not the real people. That land has been stolen, going back to 70 A.D. Verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sands of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. So there's a clue. All right, there's a clue. If you gather all the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right, you put them together, it's billions of us, man. And that's just of the ones that are not of confused faces. Then you have our people who live in these heathen lands and look like the heathens because of the mixing and mingling that our men did with the women. All right, so we're all over the place. And it says, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people. All right, Pastor Jet Lee, Kim Jet Lee. All right, you said that. You said that we were not the Israelites. You said we came from Ham. All right, well, look at you. You're being racist, man. All dark-skinned people don't come from Ham. All right, Noah was a dark-skinned man. Japheth was a dark-skinned man. Shem was a dark-skinned man. All right, their wives were brown-skinned. Okay, doesn't mean we all come from Ham, man. All right, some of us are Shemites. All right, you Moabites are Shemites. All right, you Ammonites are Shemites. Okay. It says that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. And that's what we do when we're building, man. That's how you become a lively stone. By breaking down who the tribe is, telling you who you are, according to the prophecy. The prophecy said that we would be as the sands of the sea. What did the Lord tell our forefather Jacob? All right. What did he tell him? Here we go. Psalms 32 and 9. It says, in Jacob, Yaqub, O power, and Jacob said, O God of my father Abraham, and God of my father Isaac, the Lord Yahweh which saidest unto me, return unto thy country and to thy kindred, and I will dwell with thee. I am not worthy of the least of the mercy of all thy mercies, and of all the truth which thou hast showed unto thy servant. For with my staff I passed over this Jordan, and now I am become two bands. Deliver me, I pray thee, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau, which is the so-called white man. All right, this is actually going on right now as well. All right, we're constantly praying to our power to deliver us from this enemy, man. Look how he treats us, man. He's got an all-out assault on the so-called brown-skinned man here in the States. All right. It says, for I fear him, lest he will come and smite me and the mother with the children. Right. This relationship has never changed, man. Look how he treats our women. Look how he treats our kids. All right. Look what he's teaching them in the school systems, man. That it's okay to change your sex at a young age. Man, that was never so when growing up back in the 90s, man. Esau is getting back to that ancient spirit that he had, that hatred that he had for us, where all he wanted to do is just all out attack us at any given moment. All right, but here's this prophecy here, verse 12. It says, and thou saidest, I will surely do thee good, and make thy seed as the sand of the sea, which cannot be numbered for multitude. All right, going back. All right, so Hosea, all right, the Lord told Hosea what he told Jacob. All right, in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. All right, and a clue is to that is why, because where is the sands of the sea? All right, we hold up the foundation of this place. All right, America. Without us, these Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, us Israelites, this place would collapse. Baruch 2 and verse 30. For I know that they would not hear me. All right, a lot of Christians, man, they don't want to hear this. We try to tell them, break down their nationality according to the prophecy. We go into the Hebrew, all right, geography, history, all right, and they will not hear us, all right, because we speak in the words of the Lord. And why is that? Because it's a stick-necked people. They're hard-headed, man. They don't look anything up. These Christians don't look anything up, man. I mean, they don't do any background checks on anything. In Acts, it says, let me go get that precept. All right. We're supposed to be looking these things up on the daily. This is Acts 17:11. These were more noble than those in Thessalonica, in that they received the word with all readiness of mind, and searched the scriptures daily whether those things were so. And our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, when we first came back when we first came into this truth, they constantly always said, don't take what we say for face value. Go look it up, man. Go look it up. And that's what you Christians, you're not noble. All right, you're not noble. You may receive it with a readiness of mind. All right, but that's just being blindsided, man. You got to go look these things up. You got to get into it. Build a relationship. Build your faith up. But it is a stiff-necked people. Root 2 and 30. But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves. When did the so-called Jews that are in Israel today remember themselves in captivity? Going back during the time of the so-called Holocaust, they knew who they were. They claimed they knew who they were. Before that, they claimed they knew who they were. When in history did they go into captivity and have to remember themselves? Never. But the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans did. Okay? You can't deny it. Alright, now I want to get some judgment. Okay, let's read the judgment um, for this reproach. Alright, and this despising that these nations that they've had upon us. Alright, because the scripture says that we are a nation not desired. There's a reason because of that. Alright, and I'm going to read the judgment. This is Joel 3 and 19. Egypt shall be a desolation. Alright, Egypt being America. America is the modern day Egypt. If you don't know that by now, something's wrong with you, man. You look on the back of your dollar bill and you see a pyramid and you don't think this place is Egypt, you're going to be a part of that desolation. And Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. Edom being the so-called white man. All you got to do is look up words and connect it spiritually to who could this be. Alright, Adawam meaning red. Alright, these rednecks are the Edomites. Shall be a desolate wilderness. Why? For the violence against the children of Judah. Those Jews today, they don't ever talk about prophecy, one. And if they do, they don't speak about Egypt being a desolation. They don't talk about the constant fight between the Jews and the Edomites, the Israelites and the Edomites. Who Edomite is not even put out on a large scale today. All you hear is Jews, 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 Israel, Israel, Israel. You don't hear anything about Esau. It is clearly throughout all the scriptures. All right, this is talking about so-called white man and the so-called Negro of today, man. For the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. And that's what happened at Masada, man. You starved us out. A lot of our people had to commit suicide, all right, because of what you did. And that's facts, man. That's history. All right, Pastor Jet Lee talking about you need sources and what have you, man. This thing's based upon faith, man. This, and you have nothing to do with this. You have no right and no memorial, just like what Nehemiah said. All right, when you go back to Nehemiah, what is it, the third chapter? I think it's Nehemiah, the third chapter. Salah. Let me check this out. All right, because you're trying to slide up there. You holding our book. You doing these breakdowns. All right, doesn't belong to you. All right, this thing is strictly for the Israelites. Nehemiah 2 and 19. But when Sanballat the Horonite and Tobiah the servant, the Ammonite, and Gershom the Arabian heard it, they laughed us to scorn. This is talking about this building that we're doing, all right? The spiritual temple building. And despised us. Right. This guy hates us. You clearly see in the laughter, in the mocking in his voice that he despises and hates us, man. And he bringing out all these false claims against us that he can't prove, no facts, you know, not pinpointing specific videos or names, all right? What is this thing that they do? Yeah, what the hell are they doing? All right, that's what they saying. What is this thing that we're doing? They think it's obscene. Will ye rebel against the king? You damn right we're gonna rebel against this power, man. Yahweh Shah said if this was his kingdom, his servants would fight. So we're gonna earnestly contend for the faith. It says, then answered I them and said unto them, the power of heaven will prosper us. Therefore we, his servants, will arise and build. But ye have no portion, nor right, no memorial in Jerusalem. And you heathens never have had any rights nor portion in Jerusalem. So you can continue to be mad and continue to ignore prophecies, but they're going to continue to speak, man. The truth is going to reign. You Christians are losing bad, man. You keep dodging prophecy, you're going to get a serious judgment, all right? And you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you need to wake up. Wake up to this truth and get this word. Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. You can't tell that you're not desired on this earth? Something's wrong with you. It says, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as chaff, right, before this destruction comes, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. Right, man. So, hey, I mean, that's pretty much it. I want to give all praise to the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Al Shad. Hope some edification came out of this. Hey, peace and blessings to the elect out there, and double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.